Hello everyone, this is Spoiler Lab and today we are going to talk about the 2017 fantasy drama titled Blew My Mind. The story begins with a 15-year-old girl, Mia, moving with her parents to another city because of her father's new job. Mia goes to a new school and feels uncomfortable there because she doesn't know anyone yet. There is a group of cool kids in the class that Mia wants to be friends with. At recess, she resolutely approaches the rebels and asks them for a lighter. But the guys ridicule her request and do not accept her into the company. Mia comes home in a bad mood and does not want to discuss her first day at a new school with her mother. However, the mother acts obsessively, asking too many questions. Mia roughly pushes the woman away, and she falls to the floor. The girl immediately asks her mother for forgiveness. In the evening, the father scolds the daughter for her act and reproaches the girl for being spoiled. Something inexplicable torments Mia. She does not find a place for herself in this world. At night, the desperate girl tries to poison herself with salt, but nothing comes of it. Feeling remorseful, she goes into her mother's room and lies down next to her. The next day at school, the class decides where to go for the weekend. A girl from a cool company named Gianna suggests going to the Connieland amusement park and whispers to her friends that you can get high there. A vote begins on which location the class will go to, and Mia's vote becomes decisive. She chooses Connieland, which makes the cool guys rave about it. After school, Mia parades through the schoolyard with a cigarette. The rebels call her to them and ask her to treat them. Mia is impudent and is not going to give away all the cigarettes, for which she is called a fool. Gianna teases the girl for a while, but then invites her to visit her. At Gianna's house, a bunch of girls smoke, talk about guys and shaving their legs. Mia is not used to talking about such topics, so she feels constrained. Gianna shows the girl an excerpt from a porn film and registers her on a dating site. After that, Gianna asks to lightly strangle her, faints for a moment and says that it is very pleasant. She invites her friends to try the same, but only the brave Mia agrees. Gianna squeezes her throat, Mia loses consciousness and seems to be underwater. These sensations frighten the girl. She abruptly jumps up and runs home. Mia seems to remember something about her distant past and begins to change. At home, she has an uncontrollable desire to eat a live aquarium fish. After that, the girl is sharply sick. The mother returns home and suspects that her daughter is ill. Mia denies everything and goes to her room. In the evening, the girl puts on bright makeup, starts a correspondence with a 35-year-old man from a dating site and lies that she is already 18. The next day, Mia goes to school in a new, more daring look. There, the girl becomes uncomfortable. She quietly removes her earrings and erases her lipstick. Immediately, Mia notices that her new friends are sneaking out of class and follows them shopping. Arriving at the mall, Mia's new friends act provocatively. They brawl, steal cosmetics and accessories. Mia is surprised by this behavior, but tries to imitate them in everything. At the grocery store, a security guard tries to stop the girls, but they quickly run away from him. Gianna and Mia pull ahead and run the fastest to the bridge. Here they drink stolen alcohol and show their breasts to drivers of passing cars. At one point, the girls look at each other in fascination, ready to kiss, but they are interrupted by the rest of their friends. On the same day, Mia gets her first period. But since she and her mother do not have frank conversations, the girl is scared and not ready for such changes in her body. Mia takes a bath and shaves her legs for the first time. Immediately, she notices that her toes have begun to grow together. This terrifies the girl. She wants to be alone. But an indignant mother breaks into her room, wanting to find out where the aquarium fish have gone. Mia lies about flushing them down the toilet and mom slaps her. In the morning, the father drives the girl to school and forbids her to go to Connieland as punishment for killing the fish. The father notes that such behavior is unusual for his daughter. Mia agrees, but she herself cannot understand what is happening to her. She runs away from school and heads to the medical center. There, Mia hesitates for a long time, but still tells the doctor about the first menstruation and about the suddenly fused toes. The doctor says that changes will now begin in the girl's body, but he does not believe that the fingers fused only yesterday. She suggests that the girl is lying, because such features can only be innate. But in the end, the doctor believes Mia and is going to conduct additional tests. Suddenly, the girl loses confidence in the doctor, and she runs away from the medical center. On the way, Mia falls, hits her knees and cries from helplessness and loneliness. Arriving home, the girl takes out family albums to find out if any of her relatives suffered from a similar illness. Suddenly, Mia notices that there is not a single picture in the albums in which her mother is pregnant with her. The girl goes to her mother and asks about this, and also clarifies why she does not look like her parents. The mother does not want to answer these questions, and the girl closes herself even more. Mia's legs are getting strange new bruises, which she hides behind high socks. Sitting in her room, the girl watches a porn movie and invites a man from a dating site to sleep with her. Mia thinks that this will help her take her mind off her sad thoughts and become more cool in the eyes of her friends. The next day, the girl informs Gianna and the others that she is going to have sex with a 35-year-old man today. The friends are delighted with this news and express their readiness to support Mia. Together they arrive at the hotel. Mia drinks for courage and resolutely goes to the room. Upon meeting, the man realizes that Mia is not even 16 yet, but it doesn't matter to him. He confesses to the girl that he really liked her, and he can no longer think of anyone else. Mia is not embarrassed by their age difference. The man turns on a romantic song and hums it. The girl is amused. Suddenly, the man notices a strange bruise under Mia's sock and worries that someone hit her. The girl jumps up abruptly, hides the bruise and pushes the man away with force. He falls and Mia escapes. On the street, she confesses to her friends that there was no sex, and they lose interest in her. At home, Mia covers up all the bruises and cuts her fused toes herself. The girl is in terrible pain, but continues to hide her problems from everyone. After that, she goes to her cute classmate named Roberto. The guy invites her to sleep with him, and Mia abruptly pounces on him with kisses. After sex, the girl, as usual, becomes indifferent to everything. Roberto admires her and invites her to a party. Mia agrees and feels like giving up as she falls on the bed. Sex did not help her forget about the problems. In the evening, the girl hides the growing bruises on her legs under long pants and goes to the party. Many of her classmates and their friends gathered here. Everyone already knows that Mia slept with Roberto, and they treat the girl as one of them. The guys drink, smoke weed and dance all evening. After that, Gianna asks for a sleepover with Mia. At home, Mia tells her friend that her parents are building an ideal family out of themselves, and the girl is sure that she was adopted. In turn, Gianna talks about her parents. Her mother left for the USA 5 years ago and forgot about her daughter, and the father is absolutely indifferent to the life of the girl and is never at home. Mia complains that her parents didn't sign the Connie Land field trip. Then Gianna, without thinking twice, forges the signature of her friend's father, assuring that the teacher will not guess anything. And so it happens, and the whole class goes on a trip to Connie Land. Mia is constantly called by her mother, but the girl does not pick up the phone. Meanwhile, Gianna invites her friends to take ecstasy to have some fun. Mia takes the highest dose. Arriving at their destination, a high Mia proposes to Roberto to have sex again. In the process, she stops the guy at the most inopportune moment due to the fact that she becomes ill. Roberto notices a lot of bruises on her legs, calls the girl names and leaves. In the restroom, Mia notices that her navel has disappeared, and her legs have turned into a bluish mess. The girl faints and imagines herself in the water where she can relax. Girlfriends come to the aid of the girl and bring her to her senses. At home, Mia is waiting for a serious conversation with her parents. They do not understand what is happening to their daughter, and she does not want to share her problems with them. The parents decide to send the girl to a psychotherapist. In the morning, Mia notices that large patches of blue skin are falling off her legs. The girl is no longer surprised by anything, only collects pieces of skin and hides them under the mattress. At school, in an anatomy class, Mia dissects a dead fish. When everyone leaves the classroom, the girl feels a brutal desire to eat fish. Mia greedily pounces on it, but then one of her classmates appears on the threshold of the office. Mia grabs the schoolgirl by the neck and threatens to kill her if anyone finds out. At the exit from the school, the girl is met by Roberto and asks if her strange leg disease is sexually transmitted. Mia snaps and leaves. The girl goes to a session with a psychotherapist. Mia tells the doctor that her parents adopted her. She also admits that lately she has been doing what she doesn't want, and it's looked like her. The therapist assures Mia that she is not alone, but the girl only laughs nervously, says that she is not normal, and her real parents must have been the same. At home, Mia and Gianna look for documents confirming that Mia was adopted. At the most inopportune moment, Mom comes, scolds her friend and drives Gianna away. Mia never manages to find out the truth about her true origin. The next day, the parents leave for the wedding of acquaintances, and the girl refuses to go with them. Left alone, Mia looks at the aquarium with new fish for a long time, and then pounces on them and eats each one with an appetite. After, she goes to a party by the lake. Here Mia meets Gianna. The girlfriends talk heart to heart, dream of stopping time and holding this moment forever. As usual, everyone gets drunk and Gianna goes swimming in the lake with one of the guys. Suddenly, the young man calls for help because Gianna is drowning and he cannot find the girl in the water. Without much thought, Mia rushes into the water, finds her friend in complete darkness and pulls her ashore. Here the girl comes to her senses, thanks Mia from the bottom of her heart, but Mia abruptly runs away home. There, Mia discovers that she has developed gills. After that, she undresses and with the help of tweezers removes huge patches of blue skin from her legs. At that moment, Gianna enters the room, becomes terrified and begs Mia to see a doctor. Mia flatly refuses treatment, and Gianna vomits from what she saw. Mia hysterically yells at her friend to leave and throws a bottle at her. Afterwards, Mia cries and kicks her legs in a fit of helplessness and self-hatred. The next day, Mia comes to the party again. Here she pays no attention to Gianna, only gets drunk and dances until she drops. One of the boys approaches her. The teens kiss passionately, and the guy rubs cocaine into Mia's gums. After that, he takes the girl to the next room, puts a blindfold on her and forces her to perform group oral sex. Gianna bursts into the room, pushes the guys aside and tries to take her friend away. However, She resists and says that she needs it. Gianna insists that Mia urgently needs to see a doctor, because she has serious problems with her legs. The guys hear this and forcibly remove Mia's clothes to look at her legs. What they see reminds them of gangrene. Suppressing bouts of vomiting, the guys ask if it's contagious. The girl screams at everyone and runs away. At home, she takes a handful of pills with vodka, cries and hangs up Gianna's calls. On barely moving legs, the girl comes to the kitchen, takes a knife and cuts the veins on her arm with it. Mia faints. Waking up the next morning, the girl finds herself with a huge tail instead of legs. She is hysterical and has difficulty getting to the bathroom. In the water, Mia immediately feels better. She gradually comes to terms with her transformation into a mermaid. Now at least it becomes clear what exactly is wrong with her. Having arranged a flood in the apartment, the girl floats through the rooms and says goodbye to her past life. She soon decides to call Gianna. She quickly arrives and, without further questions, helps her friend get into the car. The girls come to the sea. Gianna sits next to Mia in the back of the pickup truck and gives her a phone to call her mom. Mia realizes that she will never see her parents again, and they may not even know what happened to her. In a conversation with her mother, the girl recalls funny moments from their lives and for the first time in a long time says that she misses her. Mia promises her mother that they will definitely meet, although she understands that this is not so. Gianna helps Mia get to the seashore. There the girls sit in an embrace and say goodbye. They thank each other for everything and Mia says she's not afraid of anything anymore. She crawls to the water and dives. Mia doesn't really care about anything here. The girl gains freedom and understanding of herself. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like it, suggest your films in the comments, and we will try to please you with quality content as often as possible. See you next time.